Good afternoon, everyone. Live from Kingston from our plant. Wanted to give you guys an update. I know that some of you don't have the ability to come down to Kingston and some of you have busy schedules, so we thought instead of giving you an email update, we would give you one via video. So on this side, guys, we will have a retail space, so there'll be fridge and there'll be retail to sell Spearhead products. The first room is the lab, so where we're seeing where there all this insulation right now, there will be our lab where we will do our quality control on our products. And at the back, there will be the brewmaster's office. So as people will be coming in through the front of the store, there will be an ability to do the tap room, and that's where we will be doing all the beer tasting. And so here's the progress. So obviously, again, we are in full swing. We're about a weekend into boarding, and once the boarding is done, then it will be to finalize all the decor and the furnishing. So we're probably, I would say, another week into boarding, and after that, another 3 weeks of furnishing and fine-tuning. But again, we are on schedule from the front of the house, and if all goes well, we will be opening before the end of the year from a retail's perspective, assuming that we get all our permits with AGCO lined up. This is where the mural will be, so this is the contest. So of you, we've actually opened a contest for a mural, and we will be deciding a winner fairly soon. That's where the washrooms will be. There is a sitting area here, so there's one first sitting area as well with views of the brew house. In this room, that's where also there's still glass bay windows that you will have a view of the of all the brewing facility and all the brewing equipment. And there will be a square bar, more or less in the middle of the room, and they will be where people will be able to go around in a full circle, and people will be able to do tastings again. Sampling of various beer, and there's a door on the right side, and that will be where we will be bringing people over for a brewery tour. So again, it looks pretty bare, but once we do the boarding, this will go very fast because it's a very industrial, very minimalist design, so which will enable us to be able to be up and running fairly quickly. This is where we will be storing our finished product. Our ideal is not to store as much product here, but actually to do our production just in time. However, there's always going to be a little bit of inventory that we will keep as a backup here, and some of our product needs to be refrigerated if it's for a local delivery or it's for during the summertime when the plant will be a little bit warmer. We want to still keep our beer at a good temperature because, you know, the enemies of beer is light, air, and heat. So this will basically eliminate two of these problems, which is heat and actually light. So making good progress. These are the three vessels that are here. So we have the mash, the kettle, and the whirlpool. And we are waiting for the arrival of the lauter tun. So the lauter tun will be here. And as I said, this gives you an overview of where all the beer is being made. And we are making the beer in a 4-vessel system, and a 4-vessel system, as I said earlier, it's lauter tun, mash tun, kettle, and whirlpool. And over there will be our fermenter and our dry tank. So this is a bit of a view of where Jacob and Tom will be spending a good portion of their time when we are brewing. Right now, as you've seen and I've explained, all the tankage for day one operation are more or less in place. As well as I've told you guys, the lauter tun is the missing piece. Once that's in place, then the next activity will be all the electrical wiring. There will be all your piping, and then also installing valves, installing our CIP system, and CIP means clean in place. So we still have a solid 2 months of activities here, and our goal is to be live, at least start commercial production in Kingston January 1st. Right now, we believe that we are on schedule, but there's still a lot of work ahead of us, and we're confident right now that we can meet those deadlines. As you can see, we're missing the lauter tun, and after that, it's just getting all the piping and electrical done. So where I'm sitting right now, this is where the canning line will be. The canning line is making its way across the Rockies right now. It's on its way to Kingston. We've ordered our canning line from Golden, Colorado. State-of-the-art canning facility, as some of you may know, and we expect to take delivery of the canning line in Kingston in the next 2 weeks. From the raw material, water, brewing, fermentation, pre-packaging in the bright tank, and then it can go both ways. It can go either in keg or it will go into canning through the canning line that will be here. And as we provide more updates via video, obviously you will be able to see the progress of the construction.